Shalom Yasharala. We're the brothers from the GMS branch here in Chicago. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone in New York who rule well. And salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity to the four corners of the earth. We just want to get into a quick lesson about, how Esau, Edom is, you know, being made bare and searched up. And we can start with that one scripture.
Yeah, and real quick, as you can see on the photo here, this is the a logo for the Levi jeans company. Okay, and this is, if you look at the photo below it, this is actually how this logo basically came about. What they used to do is in the during the colonial days, during slavery times, when Jake was basically being unruly, I guess
Disruptive, yeah.
disruptive, or even if they just wanted to do just something wicked, what they would do to the slave is tie their four limbs, okay, to four different horses, and then they would have those horses go into separate directions. So basically, their arms and their legs would get ripped apart. Okay, and as you can see on the top of the screen, you have the jeans and all that, and basically that's representing that Jake, man. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's during the time of slavery, man. Okay, it's just symbolic, of photo, and that's the true meaning behind it. That these Edomites, all right, these the so-called white man had our people, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in slavery, all right, and it wasn't an easy time during those periods, man. All right, our people were getting raped, robbed. They were getting beaten. They were getting hung, castrated. Their limbs were getting torn apart, getting starved to death, overworked. It was a terrible time, man. But these things are coming out now, because it's the end times. And I'm gonna get Jeremiah 49:10 for the brother. But I have made Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
God, because for so long, during that 350-year period where we served slavery, it was our people. We didn't know the truth. You know what I'm saying? It was hidden for so long, man. And sure, like Nat Turner and like other brothers that were like that who got it. It wasn't that time. We had to go through that oppression, that time of slavery. And you see this man being torn apart right here by horses, which is a very brutal way to go.
Mm-hmm.
But, everything has an end with these kingdoms of the nations, and this is the last one. This is Esau, Edom's kingdom. And it's finishing up right now. So the Lord, he set up his prophets, what in like the 60s or so, late 60s, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are today at the very end, watching the prophecies unfold. All right. And everything about Esau, Edom, it shows, through the prophecies. If you do a diligent search, if you see their own books, their own tongue is falling upon them. And you have that? I'm sorry.
Yeah. This is Psalm
Psalms,
64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
They're in whatever language they've written these books in, they're telling on themselves, man. All right, with the Holocaust which was a joke. All right, their numbers increased if you just look up the census. All right, if you look up that Hitler was also Jewish. All right, and you see how these Amalekites, these fake Jewish people, how they pretty much try to hide the fact that we're the true people of the Lord, but it just, you can't do anything against the truth but for it. Everything that they do and produce, the truth is always going to come out to light.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yep, and even these companies, right? A lot of these major companies that have been around, from like the 1700s, 1800s, all that 1900s. When you look into their history, they were built and established basically on slavery, man.
Yeah.
You look at a lot of these insurance companies and these banks that you see right now, they have their origins go back into the slave trade, man. you know. And I'm not too sure about these Levi genes, but through the spirit, man, just seeing, this, the two photos, lined up next to each other, I'm sure that had to do with something with slavery, man.
Oh,
You know?
absolutely. I'm sure it does. I mean, they stole the name of Levi. It's a fake Jew that owns the
Yep.
jeans. You know what I'm saying? Because they try to take control of all the resources, and then sell it back to the people. You know what I mean? Because they're all about oppression and making a buck, and making a shekel. You know,
Yep. That's right, man.
because like the fake Jews, they'll work you to death. They'll work you until you fucking die. But their brothers, the other Edomites, this is what they like to do at the bottom here. They like to string you out, tear you apart, rip you up in front of your family, abuse you, do all types of horrible things. But the Amalekites are just as bad. You know what I'm saying? They're the same people, man.
Yep.
They just conceal it a little better.
That's right, man. And I'm gonna jump to Obadiah one in where is it? 1 and 6.
Right there. Yeah.
How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his how are his hidden things sought up? You know, and basically, Esau's how is he getting searched out? All right, first and foremost, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right,
That's right.
and the Lord's putting the spirit on the prophets to tell the people, all right, to tell the whole world that he's Esau, that Esau is Edom. Okay, that's first and foremost, and also just like the photo you see here. All right, the Lord's putting a spirit on all these people, even these other Edomites, all nations. He's putting a spirit on them to expose Esau.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the information we get comes from Edomites or it comes from another nation or whatever, or these scholars, whoever it may be, and they expose the Edomites. They get into the true origins of things. All right, and it's coming out now because you didn't see these films or documentaries in let's say the 70s, 80s, even like the 90s. They had like some stuff, but it wasn't really out there. It started coming out more and more in the latter end of the 2000s, which is very spiritual because that's when the apostles and elders got on YouTube.
Right.
It's a very spiritual thing. The latter end of the the 2000s. Okay, it was a very spiritual time, man. All right, because that's when the Great Awakening occurred. Okay, that's when the truth got pushed forth at a high rate for the first time. All right, yes, the apostles were doing it prior to that, but it was only really in like the New York area, that northeast region.
God.
But it wasn't to the four corners like how it is now. Now it's just like, man, it's pushed out on the web, on YouTube, and then you have all these, like I said, going to the documentaries and all that. You see stuff on Hulu, stuff on YouTube,
Daily Motion.
Daily Motion,
Yeah.
Netflix, and all they do is expose the this wicked kingdom. All right.
God, because I remember my dad. When I woke up to the truth, I told my dad about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I heard about that before. Some guys in New York, teaching that they're Hebrew Israelites, but he didn't really look into it.
Nope.
And that's why in 2007, when the apostles hit YouTube up, man, they flooded the truth, man, and that flood took over, man. It took over the whole world, man. It's hitting all four corners of the earth, and brothers of Great Millstone, the hopeful elect are waking up everywhere, man. The apostles' fruit is showing, man. All right,
Nope.
and they didn't have to travel from land to land, sea to sea. They didn't have to do all that extra stuff, man. All they did was push out the word, man, whether they were prophesying to the wind or not, man. And the Lord gave the increase. And look, worldwide, we have GMS camps growing everywhere, man. All right,
The elect is waking up and getting sealed right now.
that's right.
It's a beautiful thing. That's how we know we're at the end times. And this word is really affecting everything. It's this word is since the word is getting preached, is literally changing the minds of the people, and you're seeing a power shift now, man. And I got one last scripture,
Okay.
Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Mm.
Okay, and this is getting into America, because America is the daughter of Babylon, all right, that virgin daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, this place is spiritually Babylon, all right, and how it said there, it's not going to be called tender and delicate, and it's not, all right, because this place, I always say this in a lot of my videos, during the like 50s and the 60s, the scholars and historians called that time period in America like the golden age, all right, and that's when Esau was on top, especially here in America. The American Edomite was on top, man. All right, America became the world superpower.
Mm-hmm.
The so-called white men, the Edomites, they had nice homes in the suburbs, big plush homes, have 2 cars. Their wife was able to stay home and just relax. They were able to travel, do everything, whatever their heart desired, basically.
Yeah.
But now, hey, look, everyone knows what this place is about, man. Homosexuality, sluts, drug dealers, and dope heads, man. And pedophiles. Everyone knows that that's what's here in America.
Yeah.
It's not a beautiful place anymore. All right, and this is back in Isaiah 47:2 now. Take the millstone and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. All right, and the Lord's exposing this place. He's exposing every aspect of this place. All right, and then in this right here, well, what you see on screen, that's a shameful thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
That these people have done inhumane acts to us, man. All right, this stuff is uncalled for, but the Lord gave them that power to do it. All right, it was one to punish us, and two, ultimately, it was to basically um give a reason for the Lord to punish them, man.
Yeah, because we needed to know, who the Edomites are, and the scriptures give you all the characteristics, you know, and this vile act right here is one of the characteristics of Esau Edom, man.
Yep.
It
It says in the scriptures that basically you're gonna get shamed because of the violence that you've done against your brother Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Shame shall cover you.
Yep,
Cover
exactly.
thee.
That's the spirit. Yeah.
Look at this, man. And if you look throughout the history of these Edomites and what they've done to the Israelites, it's man, that's a shame to them. That's why they don't like talking about slavery. Anytime slavery gets brought up, everybody feels uncomfortable. Everybody in the room will feel uncomfortable, man, because that's a shame in their history.
Mm-hmm.
And now they'll have to be put on the they get put on the spotlight, and they don't like that, man. They want everybody to take that dirt and that dust and just sweep it under the rug, man.
Yeah, be away with it.
Yep, let bygones be bygones,
Yeah.
And last part says, "I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man," and that's talking about Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. When he comes back, he's going to basically come in as an angelic force and cast that judgment on you Edomites, which first is going to be destruction to the majority of you, and then the rest that survive, World War III, you're going to get put into slavery. You're going to have to clean up the mess that you made. You're going to have to build up our kingdom, and then ultimately, at the end of it all, you're going to get thrown into one big bonfire, all right? And you're going to be eradicated. That's your judgment for all the wicked crimes that you've done to us, you've done to the other nations, and you've done to the earth, man.
Con.
So that's pretty much it.
And with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. Again, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone in New York who rule well. And salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity to the four corners of the earth. Shalom, wa abad babal.